Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for listening. Today, we'll talk about the program the president said let a terrorist into the U.S., plus Amazon's push for augmented reality and Beyoncé on the big screen. All that and more in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Thursday, November 2nd. You ready? Let's do this. There's more information now about the terrorist attack in New York City earlier this week. Remember, Sayfullo Saipov is accused of renting a pickup truck from Home Depot and driving it down a bike path on Halloween. 8 people died. 9 are still in the hospital. The New York Times reports Saipov is alive. He was in a wheelchair in court yesterday to hear the charges against him. He was shot by police after the attack. Now, he could face the death penalty. And last night, President Trump said he should. Investigators say they found thousands of pictures and videos on his cell phone that dealt with ISIS, and they say he's been planning an attack for about a year now. He apparently chose Halloween because he thought more people would be out on the streets. Also, we now know 2 of those killed were Americans. USA Today reports one man was from New Jersey, another from New York. A woman from Belgium also was killed, as well as 5 friends from Argentina who were visiting New York together for a reunion. The other thing of note today is about what's known as the diversity visa. The Washington Post says in some countries, it's known as the golden ticket, a chance to come to the U.S. And President Trump tweeted, that's how the terror suspect got here 7 years ago. So here's how it works. It's kind of like a lottery, except instead of money, 50,000 people can get a visa. And the key is that they don't need a sponsor like a relative or employer. That said, they do still get background checks. Supporters say it helps the nation's diversity and changes mostly good people's lives for the better. President Trump, though, said it needs to go, that people who get to the U.S. should get here through merit, not a lottery. And he says he's asking Congress to end the program. Some lawmakers are not happy with tech companies, and they made that very clear at yesterday's hearings. The top lawyers for Facebook, Google, and Twitter had a second day of answering questions on Capitol Hill. Some senators told them they are not doing enough to deal with the problems, like the reason they're there in the first place. Remember, Russian-linked agencies put up fake accounts and ads last year across all 3 platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Google's YouTube. The fake accounts likely wanted to divide the country before the election. So now, The Verge reports one senator even told the companies they need to realize this is the beginning of cyber warfare and they should deal with that big responsibility. Pretty intense. But the tech company says they've been working on it. In fact, Recode reports Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg said he's, quote, dead serious about fixing the issue, that it might even affect his profits. These companies want to try and prove that they can handle this on their own so they won't have to deal with more government regulation. Also, as part of all of this, some of the Facebook ads that Russian agents apparently bought last year were just made public. CBS News says they were focused on a wide range of some of the most controversial political issues. Just a reminder, today is the day to expect more details on the Republicans' tax plan. The Wall Street Journal reports there were still some questions on Wednesday night, including whether or not the tax plan should also get rid of something from Obamacare, specifically the part that requires people to have health insurance. The president tweeted support for that idea yesterday. More allegations against Hollywood power players. Now the LA Times says 6 women accuse filmmaker Brett Ratner of harassment or assault. They told the Times what happened in detail. And now the Hollywood Reporter says Warner Brothers is cutting ties. Ratner and his attorney, though, say the accusations are all lies, and he says he's only stepping away from Warner Brothers until he can resolve all this. Deadline reports he's even filed a libel suit against a woman who says he raped her. Ratner has directed and produced some big movies, including Rush Hour, X-Men, The Last Stand, The Revenant, and Horrible Bosses. Also, more men have now accused actor Kevin Spacey of sexual misconduct, and People reports his rep says Spacey will be seeking treatment. And it's not just Hollywood where accusations are going public. A top NPR editor just stepped down because of 2 women accusing him of sexual harassment in the past. CNN reports Michael Oreskes admitted to inappropriate behavior in a memo. All right, other things people may be talking about today. The Houston Astros won the World Series. The final score, 5-1. They beat the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 7. This is the first time in history the Astros have gotten the title of World Series champions. Oh, and one more thing. One of the Astros players proposed to his girlfriend right after the big win. It was all caught on camera, so of course I'll post a link to that video in today's show notes. Amazon is the latest company to combine our virtual and real worlds in one place. Yes, I'm talking about augmented reality, or AR. TechCrunch says Amazon's app now has a new feature called AR View, and it lets you visualize an online product in your own living space. So, in other words, you can use your phone's camera to take a picture of your office, then use the app to see what a couch looks like against a certain wall. Apparently, it works for thousands of products for home and office, like furniture, electronics, and more. Right now, though, you can only get it if you have an iPhone and if it's at least an iPhone 6S or higher. Other stores that are doing similar things in their apps include Target, Wayfair, and IKEA. Don't take investment advice from celebrities. That's the warning from the SEC. Why? Well, some celebrities, like boxer Floyd Mayweather, talked about virtual currencies on their big social media platforms. The New York Times detailed how Mayweather endorsed what's called an initial coin offering, basically selling his own virtual currency to investors around the world. It's becoming popular, but it's not really regulated. Beyoncé fans, get excited. Variety reports she'll be part of the cast for Disney's upcoming live-action version of The Lion King. She'll be the voice of Nala. The movie will come out in July 2019. And that's it. You are all caught up. As always, go to thenewsworthy.com/show notes, then click today's episode if you want to read more about any of the stories we talked about. Also, on the homepage at thenewsworthy.com, you can sign up to get a daily email so you don't miss an episode. Or just be sure to subscribe wherever you listen. The Newsworthy is available every day, Monday through Friday by 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's chat again tomorrow. Until then, have a great day.